The assassination of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran sent shockwaves across the world. Iran, a staunch supporter of Hamas, immediately pointed the finger at Israel. They vowed swift and severe retaliation. The incident has ignited a powder keg of tension in the Middle East, pushing the region closer to the brink of a wider conflict. The world watches with bated breath, anxious about the potential fallout of Iran's promised revenge. The assassination of a figure as influential as Haniyeh has shattered any semblance of stability, leaving a vacuum that threatens to be filled with violence and retribution. Iran, seething with fury, views the assassination as an act of war. Their response, they promise, will be devastating. This chilling vow has plunged the international community into a state of high alert. The specter of retaliation looms large, casting a dark cloud of uncertainty over the region. The world holds its breath, bracing for the storm that threatens to engulf the Middle East. The assassination of Haniyeh is not just a political killing. It is a stark reminder of the deep-seated animosity that defines the relationship between Iran and Israel. This event has ripped open old wounds and poured fuel on an already raging fire. The path toward peace, always a distant mirage, seems to have vanished completely. The world grapples with the unsettling reality that we are on the precipice of a conflict that could have far-reaching and catastrophic consequences. The international community reacted to the assassination with a mixture of condemnation and apprehension. The United States, a steadfast ally of Israel, expressed concern about the escalating tensions. They urged all parties to exercise restraint and avoid actions that could further inflame the situation. The European Union echoed these sentiments, emphasizing the need for dialogue and a de-escalation of the crisis. The United Nations, through its Secretary General, issued a statement calling for calm and urging all sides to respect international law. The assassination has been universally condemned as a dangerous act that threatens to unravel the fragile peace in the region. World leaders are engaged in frantic diplomatic efforts, working behind the scenes to prevent the situation from spiraling out of control.
Despite the chorus of condemnation and calls for restraint, Iran remains resolute in its commitment to avenge the assassination. The Iranian government views the incident as an attack on its sovereignty and a direct affront to its interests. They have made it abundantly clear that they will not be cowed by international pressure and that a forceful response is imminent.
Israel is on high alert, bracing for the impact of Iran's promised retaliation. The Israeli Defense Forces have stepped up their presence along the border, anticipating potential attacks. The atmosphere in Israel is tense, with citizens preparing for the possibility of conflict. The assassination of Haniyeh has cast a pall over the nation, as they grapple with the knowledge that they are a prime target for Iranian retribution. The broader Middle East region is also on edge. Countries like Lebanon, Syria, and Iraq, which have a significant Iranian presence, are particularly vulnerable. The possibility of a regional conflagration, with Iran targeting Israeli interests in these countries, is a very real threat. The assassination has created a ripple effect of fear and uncertainty, destabilizing an already volatile region.
The assassination of Haniyeh has exposed the fragility of peace in the Middle East. It serves as a stark reminder that the region is a tinderbox, where even the smallest spark can ignite a major conflagration. The world watches with a sense of helplessness as this volatile situation unfolds, hoping against hope that cooler heads will prevail and avert a catastrophic war.
Section 4: The Arsenal of Retaliation, Iran's Potential Avenues for Response.
Iran possesses a diverse and potent arsenal, giving them a range of options for retaliation. They could choose to strike directly at Israel, utilizing their ballistic missile capabilities.
Iran's missile program has long been a source of concern for Israel and the international community. A direct missile attack on Israeli soil would undoubtedly trigger a full-scale war, with devastating consequences for the entire region.
Another avenue for Iranian retaliation could involve their network of proxies. Groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza have long been recipients of Iranian support. Iran could activate these proxies to carry out attacks against Israeli interests, both within Israel and abroad. This strategy would allow Iran to inflict damage while maintaining a degree of plausible deniability.
Beyond direct military action, Iran could also choose to retaliate through cyber attacks. Iran has invested heavily in developing its cyber capabilities in recent years. They could target critical infrastructure in Israel, such as power grids, financial institutions, or military installations, causing widespread disruption and sowing chaos. Section 5, the path forward, averting the brink.
The assassination of Ismail Haniyeh has brought the Middle East to a dangerous crossroads. The threat of a full-blown war between Iran and Israel is real and imminent. The international community must act decisively to de-escalate the situation and prevent a catastrophic conflict.
Diplomatic channels must be fully utilized to bring Iran and Israel to the negotiating table. A key priority must be to address the underlying issues that fuel the animosity between Iran and Israel. This includes Iran's nuclear program, its support for terrorist groups, and its destabilizing activities in the region.
A comprehensive approach involving dialogue, confidence-building measures, and a commitment to addressing legitimate security concerns is essential. The path forward is fraught with challenges, but the alternative, a devastating war in the Middle East, is simply unthinkable.
The world must come together with a united voice to urge restraint, promote dialogue, and work tirelessly to avert the brink of disaster. The stakes have never been higher, and the time for action is now.